What if the vegetables you eat every day, the ones you've always thought were good for you, are actually making your immune system, brain, and legs age faster? That's exactly what's happening to many older people, often without them even realizing it. The most worrying thing is that most people have no idea. Welcome, you're in the right place to learn how to age in a healthy way. Welcome to our channel, your trusted guide for peaceful aging. I'm Dr. James Rowan. Today, I'm going to share information that could completely change how you think about diet and health. We grew up believing that vegetables are always good for us, and for the most part that's true. However, after age 60, things change. Your metabolism slows down, and inflammation increases. Your body becomes less efficient at taking in nutrients. Some types of vegetables can suddenly do more harm than good, in ways that often go unnoticed. Some vegetables can make your blood sugar levels go up really fast. Others can bother the lining of your digestive system. Some even harm the tiny blood vessels in your brain and in your arms and legs. These effects, even though they happen slowly, can lead to less blood flow, trouble focusing, balance problems, and a higher chance of falling. Studies printed in the Journal of Gerontology have shown that eating certain foods, especially some vegetables, is linked to a faster decline in mental and physical abilities. And we're not talking about rare ingredients. These vegetables are probably already in your fridge. But don't worry, this video isn't here to scare you, but to give you helpful information. For every vegetable that might be better to avoid, there's another one you can add to your diet. And that's exactly what we're going to find out together. There are 3 types of vegetables you should avoid, especially if you want to stay independent, keep your mind sharp, and have strong legs. On the other hand, there are 3 vegetables you should add to your diet to help with daily movement, good blood flow, and a healthy nervous system. We're not talking about following the latest diet craze. With a scientific understanding and smarter food choices, you can face aging with energy, a clear mind, and confidence. As a doctor, I've seen this happen many times. Before we start, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. Feel free to ask questions or leave a comment below. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important health tips. And I'd love to see you participate. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If you're not convinced, type 0. Many older adults follow healthy eating habits but still feel weak, dizzy, or have memory problems. Often the problem isn't a lack of nutrients. The real problem is certain foods they didn't know they should avoid. Today we're going to focus on exactly that. Stay with us to find out which vegetables can give you new energy and which ones might take it away. Now let's look at one of the most common and at the same time most tricky foods that often show up in older adults' meals: the classic white potato. It's one of the most common and comforting vegetables on the plates of older people. The white potato. Whether it's baked, fried, or turned into fluffy mashed potatoes, white potatoes bring back memories and a feeling of comfort. They are seen as a safe and familiar food. They are always there at family get-togethers. However, after age 60, this starchy food can be a hidden health risk. How? White potatoes have a very high glycemic index. This means our bodies quickly turn them into sugar. Blood sugar levels go up fast and then drop sharply. What's the result? The body gets hit with a wave of inflammation and blood vessels get very stressed. Over time, this inflammation damages the small blood vessels, especially those that carry blood to the brain, legs, and feet. The result? Less blood flow, slower nerve signals, and more tingling, muscle cramps, and balance problems. Let's think about Harold's story. He's a 72-year-old former truck driver. Every night he had mashed potatoes for dinner. "I never took anything out of my diet," he told me. But over time he started noticing things. He'd wake up with tingling, cold feet, stiff knees, and trouble keeping his balance, especially going upstairs. He thought it was just part of getting older. But during a checkup we looked at his eating habits. The connection became clear right away. White potatoes, especially with butter or cream, were slowly hurting his circulation and causing more swelling. It's not just about calories or carbs. The real problem is what white potatoes don't have: antioxidants and important nutrients that protect your cells. Their light color shows they don't offer much protection against cell damage and tissue harm. And it gets worse when you add sour cream, cheese, or bacon. More salt, more unhealthy fats, higher blood pressure, and more strain on your heart. Here's the hopeful part. Harold made a small change to his routine. He chose to swap out his mashed potatoes for steamed broccoli, a true green powerhouse nutritionally. We'll see why in a bit. In just 2 weeks he noticed less stiffness, better circulation, and more confidence in his movements. The main message is simple. You don't have to give up your favorite foods entirely. Just make more thoughtful choices. Choose foods that are good for your body and that you enjoy. So pause for a moment before you load up your plate with white potatoes. Ask yourself, is this choice secretly weakening my legs, or is it making them stronger? Let's look at a vegetable that, even though it seems harmless and tasty, can cause joint inflammation and limit how freely you move. We're talking about eggplant. Eggplants are part of the nightshade family. This group also includes white potatoes, bell peppers, and tomatoes. While some people don't have problems with nightshades, many over 60 become more sensitive as they get older, especially those with arthritis, stiff joints, or nerve issues. But why does this happen? The main reason is solanine, a substance naturally found in these plants. Plants make solanine to protect themselves from bugs, but this substance can irritate our bodies, especially weaker joints, especially the knees, hips, and lower back. For older adults, these effects show up slowly and gradually. It's not about sudden reactions but a slow worsening over time. When you wake up, you might notice your joints are more swollen or sore. Your legs might feel heavy and hard to move. Even climbing stairs can become a bigger challenge. It's not about strength, but a feeling of stiffness and your body not reacting quickly. Solanine can cause ongoing, quiet inflammation that affects blood vessels, muscles, nerves, and joints. Here's the most concerning part. Eggplants are in so many dishes, grilled, roasted, or braised. We often add them to our meals without even realizing it. The main problem? Solanine can mess with how nerve signals travel from your brain to your legs. This can lead to slower reactions, losing your balance, and a higher chance of falling. But it's not just about your body. There's an emotional side to it too. You might start avoiding stairs completely. Maybe you turn down social invites because you worry your body won't be up to it. But here's the good news, you don't have to live in the dark forever. However, if you notice stiffness, joint pain, or nerve issues, it might help to stop eating eggplant for a bit. Try taking them out of your diet. See how you feel. Less stiff, more energy, better balance. If you feel better, you've found and removed a food that was causing you problems. And there are great alternatives. Dark leafy greens, veggies like cauliflower and bok choy, along with zucchini and carrots. It's not about going without, but about making smart choices. Choose foods that support your movement, a clear mind, and the joy of living every day. Here's another nightshade that, while seeming harmless, can drain your energy. Let's talk about a vegetable that looks completely harmless but might not be: the green bell pepper. It's a common ingredient in salads, stir-fries, and wraps, adding color and crunch. However, green bell peppers can be a problem for older adults, especially those with nerve issues, digestive problems, or joint inflammation. But why does this happen? The main reason is lectins. Lectins are plant-based proteins found naturally in plants. They help protect plants from insects and other predators. But in the human body, especially as we age, they can cause subtle harmful effects. Let's see how. Lectins attach to the lining of your gut. This can make your gut wall inflamed, stop you from getting enough nutrients, and create tiny holes that let unwanted stuff into your blood. The result is a mild immune response. This condition, called leaky gut, makes inflammation worse, especially in your joints and nerves. The problem? The inflammation builds up slowly and quietly. You might notice your ankles feel stiff, or maybe you feel a bit less steady. It's not always just natural aging. Here's something that might surprise you. Green bell peppers are simply red, yellow, or orange peppers picked before they fully ripen. They have less nutritional value. They can be harder to digest and offer less protection, especially for those with sensitive joints or digestive issues. Cooking green bell peppers can help a little, but it doesn't really fix the problem. The risk remains, as they are often eaten raw or only lightly cooked. Do you have to get rid of them completely? Not necessarily. However, if you notice bloating, joint pain, or brain fog, try stopping them for 2 or 3 weeks. You might notice more energy, less bloating, and a clearer mind. This is a real and positive change. Here's what you can choose instead: red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. They are lower in lectins and rich in antioxidants like vitamin C and beta-carotene. They are easier to digest, naturally sweeter, and full of nutrients. The message? Don't be afraid of what you eat. Learn to understand how your body reacts to foods. Now let's focus on some veggies that help your digestion, boost your mind, and strengthen your legs. Let's start with a crunchy, bright orange vegetable with amazing qualities. Let's shift our focus to one of the most overlooked vegetables commonly found in our kitchens: the carrot. They're crunchy, vibrant, and perfect as both a snack and a side dish. But there's something about them that often goes unnoticed. Carrots aren't just pretty and easy to use. They're a true powerhouse, especially for anyone who wants to keep their mind sharp, their legs strong, and their eyesight clear. But what makes them so special? Carrots have a lot of beta-carotene, a strong antioxidant that our bodies turn into vitamin A. Vitamin A is super important for keeping your eyesight healthy, especially when it's dark. As we get older, there's a higher chance of getting macular degeneration. This eye problem affects your retina, making it harder to read, drive, or even recognize people's faces. But there's some good news. Eating lots of beta-carotene can slow down this process, helping you keep your eyesight and your independence even as you get older. Carrots aren't just good for your eyes, their benefits go way beyond that. These veggies also help protect your blood vessels and nerves, especially in your legs and feet. But how? Carrots are packed with antioxidants that fight off oxidative stress, which is what damages small blood vessels and nerve endings. This means better signals between your brain and muscles, improved coordination, and less risk of tripping or losing your balance. When your nerves are healthy, walking becomes safer and steadier. You'll feel more confident on sidewalks, stairs, or uneven ground. You can go grocery shopping, visit friends, and enjoy outdoor activities without hesitation or feeling unsure. The vitamin A in carrots also boosts your immune system, which is super important after age 60, when your natural defenses start to slow down. So that serving of fresh carrots or steamed veggies is much more than just food. It's a daily investment in your independence. Now let's talk about the best way to prepare carrots. Steaming helps keep more good stuff in them than just boiling. Roasting carrots with a little olive oil helps your body soak up the vitamins better. Try not to cook them too much and definitely don't deep fry them. Cooking them too long can get rid of those important antioxidants. The great thing is, carrots are around all year. They don't cost much and they stay fresh easily. You don't need fancy superfoods. Simple, smart choices are all it takes, and carrots are one of the best choices you can make. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about your next meal. This simple orange veggie can help your eyes, your legs, your immune system, and your independence. In the next part, we'll hear from Harold about how just one vegetable changed his life. His energy, his knees, and his balance all got better. Let's discover one of the most valuable vegetables for healthy aging. The star? Broccoli. It doesn't grab attention, it doesn't follow trends. Yet, it's a true silent hero for anyone who wants to age well. Broccoli helps with blood flow, supports your mind, protects your joints, and strengthens your legs. But what's its secret? One word: sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a natural substance found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. This stuff helps your body clean itself, lowers swelling in your cells, and protects your heart and brain. Why does it matter? Because as you get older, swelling becomes a quiet enemy. It can affect everything: high blood pressure, memory, stiff joints, and tired muscles. Sulforaphane helps stop these problems before they even start. Broccoli is also full of fiber, calcium, and vitamin K. These things help your digestion, keep your arteries flexible, and make your bones strong. Unlike white potatoes, which can make your blood sugar go up and slow down your blood flow, broccoli does the opposite. It keeps them steady. Today we meet Harold, a 72-year-old former truck driver. Every night his meal included mashed potatoes. Then he decided to make a change. He swapped out the mashed potatoes for a serving of steamed broccoli. At first, he didn't know what to expect. But after 2 weeks, he noticed a boost in his energy levels. His legs were less swollen and his knees felt more stable. He even said, "I'm not afraid of stairs anymore." This shows the power of the right vegetables. And the benefits aren't just for bones and joints. Thanks to antioxidants and folate, broccoli also helps with clear thinking. Broccoli improves reflexes, coordination, fights damage to cells, speeds up nerve signals, and reduces brain fog. It's not just about what broccoli does for you. What it helps prevent is also important. Keeping your blood sugar steady helps you avoid energy crashes. Fighting inflammation protects your heart and blood vessels. Improving digestion means you absorb more good stuff from your food. How you cook it is super important. Boiling it for too long breaks down the good stuff called sulforaphane. Lightly steam it or quickly stir-fry it in olive oil to get the most flavor and nutrients. That one simple change transformed Harold's life. Walking, standing, and thinking. Everything felt stronger. No medicine, no supplements, just a vegetable and a fork. So if you want better blood flow, more energy, and a clearer mind, start with broccoli. The next food is a leafy green vegetable that helps keep your legs moving, improves your eyesight, and supports your mind. We're talking about spinach. Let's go. Spinach is one of the most powerful leafy greens you can find. You probably already know it's good for you, but it's not just healthy. For those over 60, it's a smart choice. Why? Because it tackles 3 common problems of aging, like slower muscle response, less efficient blood circulation, and a decline in thinking skills. But what makes spinach so helpful? It's rich in natural nitrates. These plant compounds help widen blood vessels, improving circulation, especially to your brain and legs. Better blood flow brings more oxygen, stronger muscles, quicker reactions, and better focus, and more coordinated movements. This is key. Most falls don't happen because of weak muscles, but because of slow nerve signals. If your brain doesn't talk to your muscles fast enough, even a small step can become risky. Spinach helps strengthen this connection, allowing you to move safely and naturally. But that's not all. Spinach is a great source of lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 strong antioxidants that protect your eye health. They support the macula, which is the central part of your retina that helps you see details clearly. As you get older, macular degeneration can become a real problem. When your eyesight gets worse, your confidence in moving around also goes down. You become more unsure when driving. Reading and recognizing faces becomes harder. Spinach helps keep your vision sharp, so you can stay independent, alert, and full of energy. They're also packed with vitamin K, magnesium, and folate. These nutrients help make your bones strong, your nervous system work well, and keep your emotions balanced. It's true, spinach improves your movement but also your overall well-being. Let's talk about how to prepare it. Cooking it for too long? Not good. You lose many valuable nutrients. It's better to quickly sauté it in a pan with a little olive oil, or add it raw to your smoothies. This way, you keep the antioxidants and make it easier for your body to absorb the vitamins. You don't need to eat a huge amount. Even just a small serving a day can improve your circulation, coordination, and mind. Next time you think of spinach as just a simple vegetable, remember, it's real fuel for your independence. Every serving protects your eyesight, memory, balance, and the freedom to live without limits. And best of all, it's easy to find, cheap, and works in many recipes. Now let's sum things up and see how choosing the right vegetables can really make a difference for your future well-being, one meal at a time. In this video, we've gone over the vegetables you probably eat every day. Some of these can slowly hurt your memory, balance, and strength, while others actually protect them. Let's do a quick recap. First off, here are the vegetables to eat in moderation after 60. White potatoes. These can raise your blood sugar, cause swelling, and mess with your circulation. Then there are eggplants. They have solanine, a stuff that can bother your nerves, joints, and coordination. And green bell peppers. They're full of lectins, which can upset your digestion and cause long-term swelling. Now let's move on to the vegetables you should eat more of. Carrots. They help your eyesight, your mind, and how your nerves talk to each other. Broccoli. They fight swelling, make your bones stronger, and help keep your blood sugar steady. Spinach. It helps your blood flow, makes your reflexes better, and protects your eye health. Even if each choice seems small, all of them together have a huge impact on how well you move, how clear your mind is, and how independent you stay. And if you're thinking, it's too late for me now, think about Harold. He's 72 years old. Every night, he had mashed potatoes for dinner. His knees were stiff, he felt shaky when moving, and he thought it was just part of getting old. Then he decided to change just one habit. He swapped out potatoes for broccoli, and he started adding spinach and carrots to his meals. Within a few weeks, he didn't just feel better. He moved more easily, his mind was clearer, and he faced life with more confidence. This shows how powerful it is to make smart choices and follow what science tells us. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. All you need is clear thinking, and to stick with it. Every choice you make at the dinner table is a vote. For strength, energy, and independence, or for weakness, inflammation, and decline. But there's good news. You can choose again, every single day. Now I want to ask you something. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most today? Was it already part of your diet, or did you always overlook it without knowing how helpful it could be? Write it in the comments below. I read them personally, and I'm curious to hear about your experiences. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it, and subscribe for more tips on how to stay young, keep your mind active, and live independently. Remember, you're never standing still. Your body always responds to what you choose to eat. Every mindful choice you make sends it a clear and strong message. I'm here. I'm taking care of myself.